This is the most devastating day in the history of Virginia Beach.
Now on News 4 New York at 11, a state of shock. Yet another mass shooting claiming several lives in Virginia Beach, all gunned down while at work.
It's way too much killing going on.
Tonight, the chaos, the possible motive, and the officer saved by his bulletproof vest. Thank you for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Stefan Holt.
And I'm Natalie Pasquarella. It is agonizing every single time. And tonight, another mass shooting, another community heartbroken. This time, it happened at a municipal center in Virginia Beach.
A lot has been changing throughout the night. Here's what we know so far. 12 people were killed, 4 others injured. The gunman killed during a long shootout with police. Investigators say that man was a disgruntled city employee. We've got News 4's Checky Beckford on the story. She's been following all the developments tonight. Joining us live from the newsroom with the latest now. Checky.
Good night, Stefan. Virginia's governor calling this a horrific day for his state. Police say the shooter was heavily armed, leaving a trail of victims found on every floor of the building, one even found outside in a car. Tonight, they're still completing the grim work of identifying all those killed.
An emotional reunion among co-workers spared in a deadly Virginia Beach shooting.
I'm just going through a lot of emotion.
It's a now familiar emergency that played out in the parking lot of a city building an hour before the end of the work week. Police, guns drawn, moving in after reports of an active shooter. 12 people were killed. At least 4 others rushed to the hospital to undergo surgery.
The people involved are our friends, co-workers, neighbors, colleagues.
And so was the alleged shooter, described as a current longtime employee of the city's public utilities department. They say he engaged in a gunfight with police, striking one officer.
He was saved by his vest.
The suspect killed after a long gun battle with police. They say a .45 caliber handgun with multiple extended magazines was found.
The suspect was reloading extended magazines in that handgun, firing at victims throughout the building and at our officers.
I just thank God that they were able to alert us in time, because if it had been 10 minutes more, we all would have been outside.
And a federal law enforcement source has identified the shooter as Dwayne Craddock. They say he'd made several gun purchases in recent weeks, all of them legal. It's still unclear at this point why he opened fire on his coworkers. In the newsroom, Checky Beckford, News 4 New York.
All right, Checky, thank you. Now, information about that gunman, the victim, still coming in at this hour. We are going to post updates on the Virginia Beach shooting online at NBCNewYork.com, also our NBC4 New York app.
All right, we're going to turn now to a potential traffic nightmare. Live look at Interstate 95 in Stamford, Connecticut, where a bridge replacement project is going on right now. You can see the construction equipment there on the right side of your screen. This all expected to cause miles of backups that could reach all the way into New York. I-95 in both directions will shut down through the weekend, and then round 2 is going to happen next weekend. News 4's Ray Vieta has what you need to know to get around this.
This is Cortland Avenue off of 95 here in Stamford. You can see the long line of cars. That's because 95 at exit 9 is shut down. This is a detour here. The reason being, crews are about to put that piece of bridge over the highway. What a difference a couple of hours make. I-95 in Connecticut was smooth sailing around 7 o'clock Friday night as we approached exit 9 in Stamford. That changed quickly as a weekend-long shutdown started Friday night.
There are back roads. You can go through 106, but everyone's going to probably go some back roads. So leave extra time.
Making drivers think about how they'll start navigating around it on Monday. Exit 9 will be shut down so that this Route 1 bridge can be replaced. It's from 1958.
It's in rough shape. It got a poor rating from Connecticut DOT bridge maintenance, so it's reached its useful lifespan, and it's time to replace it.
Here's how it all goes down. Starting Friday night, drivers will be detoured off 95 at exit 9 onto temporary roadways, while crews take down the northbound section of the bridge. The new span will be placed and the road reopened Monday at 5 a.m.
We're going to drive it into place and drop it down and walk away.
It all repeats itself next weekend for the southbound section. A rough patch of traffic now for a smoother ride in the future.
I'm gonna be like a rat in a cage. I'm gonna run around and find the best way to go.
Once that piece of bridge is replaced, the old one will be recycled, but you can expect all these roads around the detour to absorb the traffic, like Cortland Avenue and the Merritt Parkway nearby. So folks who live in this area can expect heavy traffic this weekend. Give yourself extra time. Reporting from Stamford, Connecticut, I'm Ray Vieda, News 4 New York.
All right, Ray, thank you. Outside sunshine today and to start tomorrow, but storms could be moving in later.
Storm Team 4 meteorologist Janice Huff is here. Let's time this out, Janice.
All right, Stefan. Right now, we're already seeing the first round of rain that's dropping into southern Michigan tonight into parts of Canada. This is the first of 2 cold fronts coming our way for the weekend. The first one will arrive tomorrow night, so you don't have to worry about rain during the day on Saturday, but tomorrow evening around 8, 9 o'clock, we'll start to see that rain dropping south and east towards New York City. Then we get a break most of the day, or at least part of the morning on Sunday, and then the next cold front comes through a little bit earlier on Sunday afternoon. Right now, the temperature is 73 degrees in New York City, so it's mild, falling through the 60s tonight. It's nice and quiet through the morning hours in and around the city and the rest of the tri-state. A little bit of fog or low clouds right along the immediate shoreline tomorrow, so you'll be cool out towards East Hampton in the upper 50s. Meanwhile, the Jersey Shore will be a little bit warmer, 60s and 70s, and around 80 in the city. And then we start to see those showers and storms popping up around 8 o'clock in the evening, north and west, and then moving south by this time tomorrow night. And then there's more rain for Sunday. We'll track that for you in the forecast in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Janice, thank you. Well, law enforcement expanded the search now, fanning out across the Hartford area this evening, looking for clues in the search for a missing mother of 5. They were seen searching at least one home and some dumpsters there, hoping to find something that will lead them to Jennifer Dulos. A week has now passed since Dulos vanished from New Canaan after dropping her 5 children off at school. She's currently going through a divorce from her husband, seen there Fotis Dulos. Earlier today, police in New Canaan, Connecticut, passed out flyers, all to help in that search.
Terrible. I mean, this is what I'm saying. You get together, you once loved each other, you have children, and then this type of situation happens. Who takes care of these children?
Officials did not say whether they found anything significant during the searches in Hartford or New Canaan.
Newark police say this is video showing a suspect ramming a police cruiser during a dangerous game of chicken. Started around noon last Thursday, officers spotted a stolen car and started tailing it. But they stopped the pursuit when the suspect sped up and started driving erratically. But that's when things got worse. Police say the driver hit the gas, drove straight for them. Not once, but twice. They say the third time he drove the wrong way on a one-way and swiped a police cruiser. Police caught up with him 2 hours later outside of that car. 26-year-old Shakir Kelly now facing several charges, including aggravated assault and eluding police. Now to a frightening scene in Brooklyn this afternoon. A truck driver hit 2 pedestrians, an empty restaurant, and a subway pillar. And tonight, investigators are trying to figure out what led to this path of destruction. News 4's Michael George outside of the police precinct at Bath Beach with some new video of this accident. Michael?
Yes, Stefan, tonight police have been interviewing the box truck driver. He's expected to face charges. And new tonight, we've obtained video which shows the chaos after that crash. Terrifying moments at this Gravesend intersection when this box truck, apparently making a left turn, drove into a restaurant, critically injuring a pedestrian. But cell phone video obtained by News 4 shows it didn't end there. As bystanders scream, the truck quickly backs out, hitting a second pedestrian. Nermeen Khaled says the driver nearly hit her, too.
He was coming towards me, to be honest with you. I was running. I ran back across the street because I didn't know what was going on. I just knew he was reversing back.
Finally, the truck lurched forward again, slamming into the pillar of the subway tracks. Police took the driver in for questioning, trying to determine what caused him to lose control. Meanwhile, the man he hit was left on the sidewalk as bystanders tried to save him.
We're just trying to keep him talking to us, and we had him at first, and then he just went blank on us. It was bad. I hope for a speedy recovery. I hope he makes it through, and hopefully God is with him.
And tonight, that man is still fighting for his life, listed in critical condition. The other pedestrian who is hurt is expected to survive. As for the driver, still being questioned, but at this point has not faced any criminal charges. We're live in Bath Beach. Michael George, News 4 New York.
All right, Michael, thank you. Business groups are speaking out against President Trump's plan to impose new tariffs on Mexico. They say the consumers will ultimately pay the price. The president said he'll slap a 5% tariff on all Mexican goods June 10th. That's unless Mexico stops migrants from crossing crossing the U.S.-Mexico border. President Trump also said the tariff would gradually increase all the way to 25% by October 1st if Mexico does not react the way he wants. Well, today, the president's trade advisor responded to criticism of that decision.
These are real costs on the American nation that Mexico could easily take care of.
Tariffs are taxes. American companies and American consumers pay these taxes in the form of higher prices and higher costs.
Mexico's president says he has sent his foreign affairs secretary to Washington to show the president evidence that Mexico has been taking action against illegal immigration. Stefan.
The people of Puerto Rico, Natalie, are getting some extra time to apply for federal help in the wake of Hurricane Maria. Federal government expected to extend the disaster unemployment assistance deadline to June 24th after finding only a quarter of those who are eligible have actually applied. People who were unemployed between September 2017 and 2018 are eligible to collect retroactive unemployment money, even if they've gone back to work since.
Then burn in hell for all eternity for raping and murdering my precious daughter.
Courtroom confrontation. A New Jersey mother comes face to face with her daughter's convicted killer.
A close call, a small child wandering through busy traffic, and the quick-thinking bus driver who prevented what could have been a tragedy.
And a pro golfer might want a mulligan after this drive, where his tee shot landed that had fans in shock.
Tornado warnings sweep across the tri-state.
Indication by radar that there's a tornado.
Storm Tracker 4 with precise timing.
We see extremely heavy downpours.
Rotation within the thunderstorm.
The evening is going to be a long one.
Count on News 4 New York.
Why are we making such a big deal? Because at Raymore and Flanigan, everything is on sale. Save up to 33% on living, dining, and bedrooms. Save up to 33% on select mattresses. Save even bigger with an incredible no interest for 72 months. Your home will be a big deal in no time with delivery in 3 days or less. And as a big thank you to our customers, come in store today to find out how you could win a 7-day trip to Greece. Shop now at Raymore and Flanigan.
Glad you're back. How you feeling?
Exhausted. But finally being able to make that volunteer trip happen was awesome.
Awesome. You have to
What are they
scrub.
Let's do it every year.
We do it every year.
I thought you'd say that. Let's do it.
See how investing with a JP Morgan advisor can help you. Visit your local Chase branch.
Yes, you went with al fresco. Someone needs dinner expresco. Fully cooked chicken for your favorites on the fly. So practice and a real meal on a weeknight? That's a Yesco. Al fresco. It's chicken, only better.
Kick off this summer with a great deal on some of our most popular vehicles at the Honda Memorial Day sales event. Now it's your chance to get an outstanding vehicle with a great offer. Honda was awarded 2019's Best Overall Brand by KBB.com. Visit your Honda dealer today for a great deal at the Honda Memorial Day sales event.
To feel like a kid again, just add water. Kalahari Resorts and Conventions in the Pocono Mountains. Explore, dine, relax, and splash at America's largest indoor water park. Plan your summer getaway at KalahariResorts.com.
The upstairs neighbor who admitted to raping and killing an 11-year-old girl in New Jersey learned his fate in court today. 20-year-old Andreas Arazo will spend a minimum of 63 years behind bars for the death of Abigail Smith. Smith's body was found back in 2017, partially clothed, wrapped in a comforter on a roof behind the building they lived in. Arazo pleaded guilty to the crime, telling a court psychologist that he is a sex addict. Abigail's mother was in court today, where she had some sharp words for her daughter's killer.
I believe in my heart that there is no punishment that will fit for this crime. Not even torture and death would be justice.
The judge agreed to a plea deal that will keep Arraza behind bars until he is 81 years old.
Pride Month starts tomorrow, but today the NYPD is investigating a possible hate crime at a Harlem bar. Around midnight, those rainbow flags, which symbolize LGBTQ pride, were set on fire at the entrance of Alibi Lounge. Fortunately, no one was hurt. The flames were quickly extinguished by the rain. Investigators still trying to find out who tossed a firecracker onto an F train. Talk about a scare. It happened this morning as the northbound train approached 23rd Street there. Somebody set off a large firecracker in the rear car. The loud blast set off a stampede in the car. One woman suffered a sprained knee. NYC Transit President Andy Byford called whoever's to blame, quote, mindless idiots.
Cardi B faced a judge once again this morning in connection with a brawl at a strip club. The Bronx-born rapper and Grammy winner didn't talk to reporters outside a criminal court. Cardi B accused of attacking two female bartenders at a strip club in Flushing last August. She turned down a plea deal last month that would have kept her out of jail. Prosecutors now want a grand jury to hear the case. Cardi B facing reckless endangerment and assault charges. Well, signing off for the very last time at 7 o'clock tonight, WPLJ Radio went off the air as a commercial station. For 48 years, the station, known for bringing rock and pop to New York City airwaves, it was even home to DJs like Scott and Todd, Pat St. John, and Jim Kerr. The station was sold to a contemporary Christian music station and is now broadcasting as K-Love.
Well, raging wildfires have now forced about 10,000 people from their homes there in Canada. It's burning in northern Alberta right now, fanned by strong winds there in the region. Evacuation orders are in place for several other communities as the flames are creeping closer to more homes. That smoke, it's creeping too. It's drifting south, masking skies in the northeast, and now actually the tri-state area as well. It's that smoky haze that made for a spectacular sunset. Look at this tonight. We captured this time-lapse video from our camera atop the World Trade Center.
Sure was pretty. Well, we want to find out more on that smoky haze as well as some rain that is moving in for the weekend. Storm Team 4 meteorologist Janice Huff here to talk all about it. Janice?
So that rain will wash out some of that smoky haze temporarily, but it's amazing that it could travel that far. But thanks to the upper level winds, the jet stream, that brings it along. These are the areas of actual clouds, the brighter white here, but this little gray streaks that you see here moving across Pennsylvania into the northeast, that's the smoke coming in from those fires thousands of miles away. Meanwhile, our weather here is pretty comfortable right now. Water temperatures off the Jersey Shore in the low to mid 60s. Actual temperatures are in the 60s from Seabright to Seaside Heights. Southbound, boy, you're at 70 degrees right now, so very comfortable out tonight. 73 in the city, a little cooler up towards Monticello at 56, and Bridgeport, you're at 67 degrees. Live Storm Tracker 4 is quiet. There's really nothing to see here tonight, thank goodness, after the last 3 days. And across the northeast, it's pretty quiet. Boston's at 61, 58 Rochester, clear skies, 59 in State College, and 70 in Philadelphia. For tonight, those temperatures dip into the 50s and 60s all across the region. Stony Brook, you're in the upper 50s. Riverhead at 57 tonight, and tomorrow 75 for you. 80s as we go west to Dover and Linden and Mahwah and Port Jervis. Beautiful day. There will be storms tomorrow night, not during the day. And if you're beaching or boating, winds out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Hazards are a light chop. There's a low risk of rip current, so that's good. But always swim near a lifeguard just to be safe. Saturday at the shore areas, well, it'll be a little cooler than the inland areas, but not bad. It's just Sunday. Thunderstorms come in to play for everybody, including the Hamptons, Greenport, and Montauk. Not so much Saturday, but cool 60s with clouds. And north and west of the city, same thing on Sunday. You'll get more storms, but you'll get a few on Saturday as well. Future radar shows that we go into Sunday and we start to see those storms popping up around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, isolated ones. Then that line comes through with the cold front around 6 o'clock in the evening through the city and the lower Hudson Valley down the Jersey Shore, and then pushes offshore across Long Island by 10 o'clock at night on Sunday. So here's our exclusive 10-day forecast. I think your best bet during the day for most of the day will be Saturday with a high of 78 in the city. Sunday during the day up until about 2 or 3 o'clock. It's fine. And then we start to see the showers and storms developing. Temperatures not quite as warm, but not too bad. Monday, Tuesday, of course, it's full sunshine those days, even into Wednesday, and a few storms again on Thursday. In the meantime, have a good weekend.
Enjoy.
Looking good to start it out.
Thank you very much. And it'll be a good weekend for someone if they win the Mega Millions. Grab those tickets because someone out there could be $444 million richer right now. The winning numbers were drawn just moments ago. Here they are. We got 67, 8, 26, 7, 65 in the Mega Ball. is for. It'll be a very good weekend if you win. Good luck.
All right, on Long Island today, kids who face physical challenges got a chance to overcome them on the field. The Nassau County Empire State Games were held at the Mitchell Athletic Complex in Uniondale. The organizers say more than 1,000 kids participated, having a blast out there. Some of the kids are visually impaired or hearing impaired. Others have cerebral palsy, spinal cord injuries, or amputations. The young athletes got medals or ribbons to recognize their accomplishments.
Fantastic.
So congrats to them. A lot of fun.
All
nice weather for it today.
That's great. Right? Everyone's a winner there. John, we got rivalry weekend.
Yankees are a winner tonight. They just keep rolling right over the Red Sox. That is the plan as they try to put some distance between themselves and the Sox in the AL East. Coming up, manager Aaron Boone on which Yankee is, quote, here to rip your heart out. Yeah, the Bombers mean business this weekend, that's for sure. It's coming up in sports.
A Milwaukee Transit driver being hailed a hero tonight for rescuing a little boy found wandering alone in the middle of traffic. Take a look at the spot shot of the top right side of your screen. The boy walking across the street. Bus driver immediately starts honking her horn, and there she goes. Jumps out to direct traffic away from that child. She brought that little boy back onto the bus, and that's where he stayed until police got there. Not clear, though, how he was separated from his parents. A Philadelphia motorcyclist is recounting his surreal experience rescuing an injured bald eagle. Dandon Miller spotted the bald eagle over Memorial Day weekend. Look at that picture there. Wow, standing in the middle of traffic. Another traffic shot. While another driver attempted to nudge that bird to the side of the road, Miller pulled off his flannel shirt, wrapped it around the eagle, and picked it up. He said he held the injured bird for about 45 minutes until animal experts got there. The bird was treated for an injured wing, but should be released back into the wild soon.
Good call. They sure. Wow. From eagles to birdies, one of Rory McIlroy's drives at the Memorial Tournament today didn't quite go as planned.
So we got a couple of players. We've got Rory. Geez, that didn't sound good.
Yeah, did you hear that sound, that thud? That was the ball's impact on that spectator. McIlroy checked on the fan, gave him a golf glove as a peace offering. Luckily, the fan, you see there, is smiling and joking with McIlroy, so it appears he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Quite the story to tell.
Yeah, Sports John Chandler telling us earlier that wasn't enough. He needed to give him something else. And we'll be right back
just a glove?
with John and Sports when we come back.
Closed captioning provided by Toyota.
Summer's here, and with a great deal on a new Toyota, you can do all the things that make the season so much fun. Like go Vikings, Mother's Day, glamping, graduations, music festivals, motocross, zip lining!
Get $1,250 Memorial Day finance cash on the all-new 2019 RAV4. Or get $1,750 Memorial Day customer cash on Highlander. But hurry, it all ends soon.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
I don't come from a tap. I come from springs, filtered through the 10,000-year-old glacial aquifers of Maine. I'm not like other bottled waters. I am Poland Spring, 100% natural spring water from the heart of Maine. Also, try our great-tasting sparkling waters.
Tonight, Jimmy makes it rain, and Emma Thompson makes a new friend.
Look at this.
I'm loving it. Plus, Sophie Turner spills on Game of Thrones.
Let's play this up.
And thank you, group texts.
For giving my pants the chance to vibrate for a full hour.
Tonight.
Why are we making such a big deal? Because at Raymore and Flanigan, everything is on sale. Save up to 33% on living, dining, and bedrooms. Save up to 33% on select mattresses. Save even bigger with an incredible no interest for 72 months. Your home will be a big deal in no time with delivery in 3 days or less. And as a big thank you to our customers, come in store today to find out how you could win a 7-day trip to Greece. Shop now at Raymore and Flanigan.
Don't wait. Now is the time to move up. Move up to next-gen connectivity. Move up to advanced safety. Move up to something a little more, well, Cadillac. In XT5, XT4, and the Escalade. Current eligible non-GM lessees get this low-mileage lease on this 2019 XT4 from around $369 per month. Visit your tri-state dealer for special offers on Cadillacs driven by the pros.
When you switch to Spectrum Mobile, not only do you save on your wireless bill, but you also get to keep the phone you have.
Hold on. I can keep my phone?
Yes.
And get a better network?
Yes.
That's like upgrading to a bionic leg.
Except in this case, you're getting free talk and free text.
Wouldn't be my first choice in superpowers, but pretty cool.
What's your first choice?
I'd have super stretchy arms.
To save people?
So I could reach the fridge.
Switch to the best network and keep your phone. Spectrum Mobile.
And to save people.
Too late.
The Spectrum Sports Desk is brought to you by Spectrum Mobile. Go to spectrummobile.com today.
A nice start to the weekend for the Yanks.
And a very important weekend for the Yankees. Early in the season still, but hey, this is where you bury the Red Sox now. They're not about to run away with the AL East. Not with the Rays, a game and a half back. But they are surely burying Boston, sinking the Sox now 8.5 games into their third-place hole. The defending champs, they lean on Chris Sale, and the ace 1-7 with an ERA over 4 now. Yanks got to him in the third with 2 on. DJ LeMahieu drives a double to right center, scoring Gio Urshela. That ties the game up at 1. And then Aaron Hicks won't let Sale off the hook, roping a 3-2 single to left, scoring Brett Gardner, and a sliding LeMahieu for a 3-1 lead. And then in the 5th, LeMahieu could take his time coming home. This one is deep and gone. His 6th homer. LeMahieu hitting .317 now. I mean, he is the motor that energizes this revamped Yankees lineup. J. Happ allowing a run in 5 innings. The bullpen working 4 scoreless from there, capped by Aroldis Chapman's 16th save. It's a 4-1 Yankees win, one with LeMahieu's fingerprints all over it.
If you watch DJ, I mean, he's certainly quiet and businesslike, all true, but he'll show some emotion on the field. I've seen a number of times where he'll come up and he's pumping his fist. He's out there to rip your heart out, you know, and he plays with an edge, and you know, I think he does love being in this environment.
He's out there to rip your heart out. Yes, it is Yankees-Red Sox weekend. Yanks have now won 10 of their last 11 division games. Meanwhile, the Mets trying to shake off 3 losses in 4 games against the Dodgers. Off to a good start tonight in Arizona. Todd Frazier singles to center, his 10th hit in the last week. And this scores Michael Conforto. The Mets lead 1-0. Later in the second, Adeiny Echeverria. Boy, he thinks he's got all of this one. And you know, in a lot of parks, he might. But here, it's a 2-run double. Mets spotting Zach Wheeler a 3-0 lead. They are up 3-1 right now in the 6th inning. At the French Open, last year's runner-up Sloane Stephens advancing to the second week. On the men's side, 3-seed Roger Federer advancing in straight sets, and 2-seed Rafa Nadal dispatched of David Goffin in 4 sets. The king of clay, Nadal, has won 11 French Open titles. He moves on now to the 4th round in search of number 12. Our final stop, round 2 of the Memorial. Tiger Woods on number 13, 25-foot downhill putt for birdie. No problem, right? Tiger drops to 4 under with that, but he'd struggle into the clubhouse from there like this, chipping from the rough at 18. Look at this. Looks like he's going to roll a birdie right into the cup, except, oh, no. Tiger's like, really? Really? Where's Carl Spackler with the explosive device when you need him? Caddyshack fans. That kind of a round for Tiger. He's 2 under, tied for 33rd. There is a 3-way tie at the top. And that is your look at sports. We'll be right back after this.
Was it necessary to create a luxury car more teched out than Silicon Valley? With the ability to make calculations faster than mission control. Radar that senses things the human eye can't. Busted. Hey, Mom. Was all this really necessary? What do you think?
Get an exceptional offer now on the all-new 2019 Audi A6.
The scenery here is gorgeous, but I wonder if it's distracting me from Optimum's spring sale and being able to watch all my favorite shows. I can't wait to get out of this serene, natural paradise and back to my Altice One, which I got for only $64.99 a month for the first year. So now I have 200 meg internet, 4K Ultra HD TV, over 220 channels, unlimited data, and a 40% better Wi-Fi experience. I even got a $100 American Express prepaid card. Call 866-438-3444 today or visit Optimum.com. Altice One, only at Optimum.
Announcing the Hyundai Memorial Day sales event, a kickoff this summer filled with enormous savings, including 0% APR for 72 months on select models. Like the perfectly sized Kona, named the 2019 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year. Hurry into your local Hyundai dealer during the Memorial Day sales event and see why the longer you look, the more there is to like. Lease a Sonata for just $119 a month, including $500 Memorial Day lease bonus cash. Hurry, offers end soon.
In July, me and my husband found out that I was pregnant. So I went to New York Presbyterian, and that's when I found out that I was actually having triplets. We were like, oh my goodness. New York Presbyterian gave me confidence that everything is gonna be great. When I came downstairs to the NICU and to see my little babies the size of my hand, and now look, they're home and we're happy and they're healthy. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mommy's here.
Honda was named
The weekend's almost here, but Janice, we got to figure this out. How we're going to plan out tomorrow.
It's not that bad of a weekend, really. I mean, overall, it's pretty nice. Tomorrow's really the better day of the two, but Sunday's not a complete washout. It's just that we'll get a chance for showers and storms earlier in the day on Sunday. Saturday, they won't come until at night, like after 8 p.m. So 78 tomorrow, 75 on Sunday, with those showers and storms beginning between 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then lasting through the evening. And then we clear out again Monday, Tuesday.
Okay, so not a washout, but
completely.
We have to be prepared.
Yes,
Thank you.
we did.
Thanks, Janice.
Appreciate it. And thank you for joining us on News 4 at 11. Jimmy Fallon's up next.
Today in New York starts at 6 a.m. Have a great night.
Take care.
Monday be fun.
Oh, I don't know if I believe that.
They can next live with Adam Scott from Big